Darren Clarke is well known for loving life. His passionate play and approach to golf have earned him many fans worldwide. We will dive into the life of Darren Clarke, a man who, despite suffering some personal loss, has pushed himself to make sure others don't suffer the same fate. We will talk about Clarke's extravagant lifestyle, how he kept playing golf despite his loss, and many other surprises along the way. Darren Clarke enjoyed his first worldwide breakthrough when he defeated the legendary Tiger Woods. Clarke defeated Tiger in the final round at the 2000 WGC Match Play Championship at La Costa Resort and Spa. Clarke went home with the winner's share of $1 million. Before locking heads with Tiger Woods in the final, Clarke had to defeat big names like Thomas Bjorn, David Duval, and Hal Sutton. Clarke enjoyed a great season in 2000, recording his best finish at the PGA Championship and winning his 7th European Tour event. Clarke closed the season in 2000, finishing second on the Order of Merit. The season was his highest ever season in terms of prize money. His prize earnings totaled $2.7 million, equivalent to about $4.6 million today if you account for inflation. But it all had to have started from somewhere. Darren Clarke was born in Dungannon County, Tyrone, Northern Ireland. Clarke's interest in the game could be traced back to his father. He recalled how he came in contact with golf. "My dad started playing, and I started caddying for him. After caddying for him for a couple of years, I thought I should have a go at this. This looks quite like a bit of fun. So I took up the game when I was 11. As soon as Clarke picked up golf, he never wanted to stop. He would train for rugby at school about 3 to 4 times a week, play in a match on Saturday morning, then go straight to the golf course afterward. Clarke was so drawn to the sport that he took any opportunity to play. He said, "I just wanted to play as much as I could. I couldn't put the clubs down. I wanted to play all the time." Dungannon Golf Club was the first place Clarke would learn how to play the game, and the course would always retain a special spot in his heart. Clarke had awesome experiences on links as a kid, and it helped him achieve great success in his career. In 1987, Clarke played collegiate golf at Wake Forest University in the U.S. While he played at Dungannon, he was a junior golf club member alongside other players like Gary Chambers, Alistair Cadwell, and Barry Hamill, who were all PGA Tour professionals. Clarke represented his school, playing with Cadwell and Chambers. 1990 was the year Darren Clarke decided he was going to play professional golf. He spent his first full season on the European Tour, made the cut for his first major, the 1991 Open Championship, but finished in a tie for 64th place. By 1993, Clarke had gained a solid footing in the European Tour, and his progress began. He won his first European Tour event at the Alfred Dunhill Open in Belgium and played his way into the 8th position on the Order of Merit. From 1994 to 1999, Clarke won 6 more European Tour events and almost won his first major championship. Clarke found himself in a position to take the win in the 1997 Open Championship at Royal Troon. He held the lead over Jim Furyk after the first round, but found himself 2 strokes behind the leader in the 3rd round going into the final day. However, before the game could be decided by a final pairing, Justin Leonard broke from the pack with a 65, stormed the leaders, and won by 3 strokes. Clarke found himself in the 4th position on the Order of Merit at the end of the season. Throughout the 1990s and the early 2000s, Darren Clarke won several tournaments. In 2001, Clarke had another chance at the Open Championship at Royal Lytham and St. Anne's. He finished in a tie for 3rd place. The following year, Clarke won his 9th career title. He also won the Compass Group English Open again, becoming the first man to win the tournament 3 times. Sadly, in 2004, Clarke suffered a season without a single win. He had numerous top 10 finishes during the season, but couldn't seal the win for any event. From then till 2007, Clarke lost his form. But there was a reason behind this sudden drop in form. In August 2006, Clarke's wife Heather lost her long battle with cancer. Weeks after his wife's death, Clarke was selected as one of the wild cards for the Ryder Cup at K Club, and he put up one of his most memorable performances. He earned 3 points and helped Europe clinch the victory. Come 2007, Darren's poor form continued as he struggled to raise his 2 sons, Tyrone and Connor. The pro golfer struggled to balance their upbringing with his golf, and it wasn't an easy feat. He slipped down the rankings but bounced back the following year. From 2008 to 2010, Clarke played consistently and rebuilt his form. That consistency paid off when he won the Open Championship in 2011. After chasing the claret jug for 20 years, he could finally lift it up in victory. Clarke dedicated the victory to his 2 children and his late wife Heather. He said, "In terms of what's going through my heart, there's obviously somebody who is watching from up above there, and I know she'd be very proud of me. But I think she'd be more proud of my 2 boys and them at home watching more than anything else. It's been a long journey to get here." In 2015, Clarke was named captain for the European side of the Ryder Cup. Unfortunately, the European team lost to the US team under his watch. Clarke had his first victory on the PGA Champions Tour in 2020. It was his first worldwide win since winning the Open Championship in 2011. He won his first senior major in 2022. At the Senior Open Championship, which took place at Glen Eagles in Scotland, Clarke claimed victory, beating Padraig Harrington by a single shot. Outside golf, Darren Clarke is a man who loves life. His interests are fine wines, cigars, fly fishing, and cars. He is a huge fan of the soccer club Liverpool FC. Darren Clarke's lifestyle is not what you think. It is very easy to peg Darren Clarke as the party guy. He's always taking pictures with trophies in pubs, and lives an extravagant life. To many, he is the golfer who goes straight to the pub after every tournament. That's not the real Darren Clarke, though. Clarke sees himself as an introvert, while the rest of the world sees him as an extrovert. The pro golfer has admitted that, like every golfer, he is scared of failing, and his fear of failure has pushed him to want things so badly. At times, he lets his attitude get the better of him and acts out. Darren speaks about how his attitude projects a part of him that's not particularly nice. He said, "In all my years on the tour, I haven't really had a big bust-up with many people, although I once threatened to thump a major champion who had hit a ball way too close to my head." Clarke doesn't seek a celebrity lifestyle, but lives like one. He has always dreamed of owning a Lamborghini, and bought one immediately after he had money to pay for one. Clarke loves cars, and has owned 15 Ferraris and 3 Lamborghinis. That's not all. He has also owned several Jaguars, Porsches, Mercedes, Bentleys, and BMWs. Other than fishing, cars, and fine wine, Clarke loves shopping. His spending habits and shopping excesses are crazy. He once bought 30 belts, 40 pairs of trousers, and 60 pairs of Calvin Klein underpants from the same shop on the same day. Clarke admits he never knew how much he had in his bank account. His biggest extravagant possession was a private jet he bought with Lee Westwood. The private jet had a price tag of about $12 million and an additional $2 million annually in running costs. He co-owned the jet for 10 years despite the expensive running costs. He didn't let go of the jet until his wife became sick. Thankfully, Clarke's days of extravagant spending are behind him. He married Allison in 2012. The golfer confessed that she is a businesswoman who recognizes the value of money more than he does. She helped him curb his excessive side. Darren Clarke takes care of himself, but also takes care of others. In a world of takers, Clarke is a giver. He is dedicated to charity and has set up the Darren Clarke Foundation, which helps the development of junior golfers in Ireland and raises money for breast cancer awareness. Clarke has been a part of the game of golf for quite a while. He enjoys sponsorship deals and partnerships with huge brands like the luxury watchmaker Audemars Piguet, Fairway & Green, TimberTech, Titleist, and the Abaco Club. Darren also has cash rolling in from another personal passion, golf design. He has been involved in the architecture and design of courses like the Angus, Castle Dargan, Pinnacle Point, and Moy Valley. His net worth is estimated to be around $30 million. If you enjoyed this video about Darren Clarke's lifestyle, check out the video on the screen now, or the one we posted below, because we're sure you'll like that one too. See you there!